Comic-Con 2013 was amazing. Now, walking into that convention center, I had one thing and one thing on my mind. I wanted to get my hands on the PS4 controller and the Xbox One controller. Now, PS4 controller, I explained it in a separate video. If you've already seen it, then you understand. If not, watch it after this one. The Xbox One controller. Now, noting there was only 2 games that had you could play it with. The 2 games was Ryse and Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct was on a arcade stick, but Ryse actually had the working Xbox One controller, and I was there. Of course, it did take me the last day to finally get around to it, but I still played with it. And honestly, it's alright. I mean, people say like it changed a lot. It's like it feels a lot better. Like honestly, I grabbed onto it. It felt fine. It's just when people said it was smaller, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I grabbed onto it, and I was like, it feels no different than if I just grabbed this controller and I just went. Basically a wired Xbox 360 controller. That's how it felt. The triggers were more softer. Like these have more feedback. You hear that click? It didn't really have the click to it. It's like I kind of feel like you need that for like racing games. Like you feel like you're putting enough pressure on it. The buttons felt fine. The D-pad was a little more like steady. I feel like the thumbsticks were a little smaller. They had more grip to them. Yeah, I hope they don't wear out like these. I mean, these wore out quick, but like they had a little more grip to them, and it's like the buttons were responsive, but I didn't feel that much of a difference. It felt fine though. I liked it. It's just from what people are saying, like, oh, it's completely different. Not in the least bit. And again, that's not a bad thing, but it's an Xbox 360 controller, and it fits in your hand a lot more comfortably, but it feels like just your run-of-the-mill Xbox 360 wired controller, just with the whole battery pack. And since they're gonna finally put batteries built into the controller, like the PS3 has, that's actually cool. I just hope they last as long as the PS3, because damn, those things last long. But now let's get to Ryse. I have to admit, since E3, Ryse did not catch my attention that well. It just looked like a hack and slash, like a button DDR kind of game. Hit B. It's just, it's too cinematic. You're going forward. There's not much room to like just venture off, from the demo at least, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna change that much in the game. It's more of like just fighting and cool like set pieces, like, oh, execution, blah. But the thing is, I mean, the thing I would like about it felt too damn easy. I just hit X, 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 A, X, X, block, X, 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 attack, 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 block, attack, attack, block, attack, attack, block, block, attack, attack. It's just mindless, just button mashing. And it wasn't that fun. The thing looked beautiful. The graphics were amazing. It was cinematic as hell. Just the gameplay was not that great. Like, I don't know. Now, if you've seen my other video about, like, I was explaining about Beyond, it's like, I expect that from Beyond and, like, Heavy Rain. But, like, from this game, it felt like it's like a warrior kind of game. But it's just, it's like taking the fundamentals of Arkham City's fighting and making it, and just dumbing it down. Executions are like, oh, press B, and then it slows down time so you can click X. I feel like it shouldn't slow down, and honestly, I pressed the wrong button on purpose, still killed him. That might just be a thing about the demo, or like to make it easier, I don't know what it is, but I literally pressed the button on purpose sometimes, and it still killed him, so I didn't really feel the difference. I can honestly say ever since the whole E3 debacle and everything, how they all did the Xbox 180, a little bit disappointed in Xbox. I'm not gonna count it out, because again, like the PS3, it sucked dick for the first like 3 years, 4 years, and now it's my system I play the most. The Xbox 360 is more like just my system that I have more games for, because that thing I supported that thing for at least 5 years before I just like started like no, I got it since '05. I've been supporting that thing since 7 years. I love the 360. I love the Xbox. Xbox One doesn't seem that great. Now, again, that does not mean I'm not going to buy one in the future. Things can get better, and honestly, I don't know. I just got my hands on it. From what it looks like, though, I'm going to be getting the PS4. Sorry. Just one man's opinion, and honestly, who am I? I have little complaints, but again, my main complaint to myself, I did not play Killer Instinct. And just pointing that out, I thought Killer Instinct was going to suck because of the team behind it. But from what it looked like a fun game. And honestly, I would like to play it. And seeing how I've heard that it's free to play, you just buy the characters on the side, that's a pretty cool concept. Just wish I played it though. Damn it.